That looks like live to me.
Yeah,
I believe we are live.
I believe we are too. I just want to find
All right, and just send me
the,
the link.
just want to make sure I get the link. Um, Bear with me for a moment.
There's a cat incoming. She's gonna try to chew my screen.
One of the best parts of last night was with the dog, was with
What? What
Dallas.
Dallas do?
He came in middle of the scene when Durgala was when Kittel was talking to Yudi.
Oh
Jumped in at
wow.
the end.
1 second.
Yeah.
She's jostling the screen here. Oh yeah, yeah. Here you go, Fluffy.
Okay.
Over there.
Second. Hi everybody. We're just finding the link so
Shelly.
we could
No.
share with people. Um, there we go. See if this gets me into it. There we are.
This is like
My
every
computer's
book reading.
my computer's on overload.
Oh, good times. Why? Do you have anything else running in the background?
Mm-mm.
Hmm. It's just like Star Trek, you know, it's when the bad guys show up that everything fails and the warp drive goes down and can't make Star Trek references on the Jet Live. Okay. I
Oh,
understand.
it's in my headphones. Okay. Um,
Wait a sec. Are the errors coming from Facebook? Bless you. Because my Facebook's also running really slowly right now. This might be a Facebook thing.
it could be. Here I shared with you the link, so you could
Dope.
share it with your sister.
Awesome
Rivka,
sauce.
everybody, welcome to Jet Live with Rivka Deray and CB. Uh, um, Rivka has a doppelganger in the States, so
And
she just needs
Murica.
that doppelganger to
I mean, she doesn't
be
need to.
there.
She wanted to tune in so she could see it. Nothing critical.
Um, and we will get started in just a moment. Um, just a moment. So many different things on face. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Rivka, how do you like the jet in the background?
It's nice. It's not 100% visible because the wall's very washed out, but it's nice. You modeled it after SMG?
I did. That was it. If John Krasinski ever listens to this,
He'll look at it and he'll know.
he'll look at it and he'll be like, "Oh, that looks nothing like mine." But Dina did a great job.
Yeah, she
So
did. It's great. It's really colorful. It's really fun.
John, I don't have any kids that can draw like that yet. Maybe in a
Almost.
few months.
Almost.
Um,
She's getting
but
there.
yeah,
She
she
just needs
is.
better motor skills, but you know that comes with time.
Oh, she's doing some amazing things already. It's great to see that. Um, okay, so Rivka, welcome to Jet Live.
Thank you.
Um,
Happy to be here.
it's great that you joined us tonight. It's been a crazy day and a half, a bit. You were in the town of Vilna yesterday, right?
Correct, correct. It was a very, very cool experience. I got to read
Yeah.
for Rosa Shabbat, correct me if that pronunciation is wrong. A nurse in the Vilna ghetto, and it was really cool. Just getting to be a part of that, the amount of kind of perseverance and creativity that kind of everyone just pitching in to make that happen. Thank you especially for just kind of, keeping the train going. But yeah, it ended up happening and it was really nice. And my family tuned in from America. They also loved it. It's a
Oh
really
wow.
powerful story. It's a dark story, but it's a powerful story. So yeah,
Well,
it was really an honor to be a part.
that's unfortunately we have a lot of dark times in the Holocaust,
Yeah, yeah. No
and
one expects
that's
it to be sunshine and daisies, that's
that's
for
what we're
sure.
commemorating. Um, I I actually it's interesting to me that this is your third heroine during the time of the Holocaust that
That is
you've
true.
portrayed. What why do you think that is? Like, are you drawn to those kinds of characters? Is it just what happened? Um, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
So I mean, who isn't drawn to a character who does good? It's it's fun to step into the shoes of someone who did something incredible. Something that I mean, any of the three of them. I really don't think that in their shoes I could have come even close to they did to doing all the like really incredible things that they did. So having an opportunity to step into their shoes to not really see what they saw but kind of I guess get a slice of that perspective. It's just such a brilliant experience. I love it. Like why not come back to that? And each one of the three women, each in their own way, are just incredible role models, incredible people. So to get to inhabit them for a few hours is an honor, and it's really thrilling and really fun. And to get to tell their story, especially if it's a story that maybe not everyone is as familiar with, to kind of to make people aware, or if maybe there's a nuance that's missing, to make them more aware, is it's really it's the gift that keeps on giving. So yeah, I'll probably keep coming back to roles like this, hopefully.
You hope so too. Telling stories. I think I actually wrote a blog today. It took me two more. I think it's been a week and a half since I've written a piece, but I sat down today to think about a little bit about what was in the discussion last night with Ira afterwards, and I tried to touch on heroism, and and I know that no one wants to compare or even like the time of Yom HaShoah. Like you could step into their shoes and kind of get the nuance of the characters, but what they dealt with is so different from what we're dealing with today that
100%.
you can't compare. And I tried to write that in my blog of like I'm not comparing, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow there still is a little bit in the writing of like, oh, there's a comparison because I was talking about heroes, and um, all the time, everything that throughout the age of history, we've had heroes and we tell their stories. And I think very much so why I chose to do this is that and what I wrote about in the blog is that we're all heroes in a way with how we're handling the situation that we're in. So
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing to what's your inner hero doing? I know that you started when you first started this when we first started this whole COVID experience. You started a reading, and I feel like there were a couple other people who followed what you did, and they're also doing that. You started reading through Facebook Live. I'm even following in your footsteps because I'm on Facebook Live too, doing this. So uh,
Yeah.
You were
I
one of the
mean,
first
I
people.
really can't take credit. I was copying other people who were doing it first. Like this was not like I'm gonna read to kids online. Ooh, there's a good idea. And I saw someone else doing it, and I was like, I do. So yeah, I started reading Hardy Boys. It's one of the reasons why I'm really glad you have an 8 p.m. time as well, because at 2 p.m. is when I read Hardy Boys. So we are on our fourth book right now, The Witchmaster's Key. It's really, really fun. This one especially, this one's been a challenge because there's British accents, which for some reason, despite the fact that I've done before, I cannot get them right. But the silver lining is there's also a chapter where they go to Ireland. And that was a lot of fun. I had way too much fun with that. So, um, yeah, so it's been really nice just reading for kids. It's usually takes about half an hour of the day. And it's just it's a break. It's something else to focus on, something fun. I love reading books for people, so for me it's frankly a joy. And I don't have kids of my own yet, so it's like I guess my way to give to people who do. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, what else? The Haggadah, that was fun to do.
You read the
A little bit
Haggadah.
look no 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 no, I didn't read the Haggadah. The day before Erev Pesach. This is just um I saw like I was seeing like a concentration of posts on Facebook of like many people who are spending Pesach or specifically the Seder night alone, without family, without friends, and every single one of them had had some sort of plan. They were either going to be with family, they were going to be visiting, something neat was going to be happening, and obviously because
Oh,
of COVID,
okay.
all of that was canceled.
Okay, I remember.
And
Yeah, I remember. I now know what you're talking about. Yeah, that
okay,
was. You
okay,
continue talking about
okay.
it, but that
So
was tremendous. It was tremendous. Kudos
So,
to you.
oh, thanks. I mean, look, if it helped, then it was worth it. But so I was just racking my brain, like, what is a low tech way to be there for them? Because I mean, obviously, if someone is in danger, of mental health or something, obviously, pick up Zoom, pick up the phone, call. But for those who were just feeling very alone, and just if there was some way without technology, something that they could use on Seder night to feel less alone, less I I don't want to say abandoned, but just like isolated. That's the word. Less isolated. Um, and I was just racking my brain trying to think of something, and then I got the idea of letters from other people. And initially, it was for a particular theater, just a theater company that I had worked with. Shout out to the Hidden Ladies. I love you guys. There were going to be a few among us who were going to be alone for Seder. So I thought, you know what, let's have all the ladies write letters to each other and include a photo. Um, and so I just started. This was maybe about 5 p.m. and just sending out messages to everyone. Just there's some of us who are spending Seder alone. Write them a letter, send me a photo, and just the response I got was amazing. Everyone was like, I'd love to, and they sent in like such beautiful letters. And I was really inspired, and I wanted to do something that everyone could benefit from. But obviously, letters from a certain cast might not hit the same note outside as it would within. So, and then I got the idea of, well, family. Everyone has family, some form of family, whether it's chosen family or family. And so then letters from fathers, from mothers, from sisters, brothers, cousins, whoever. And then I started just expanding the bubble, writing to just anyone who came to mind, like, could you write a letter for this? And it was so last minute, so just mad props to everyone who like took time. I mean, this was like before Bedikat Chametz, like there was no time, and yet people took time to write just these gorgeous letters. And yeah, it all came together. I spent the night editing it and just kind of putting the two together and set them loose on the internet, and just hoping they'd do something for someone.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I was writing about today in the on the Jet blog. That's what I really was thinking about last night. Is that we I don't know if you used it here, but the word perseverance, I've heard it a few times. Like, we persevered to get the project up last night, on Facebook Live, and you did that in order to give people something to have for the Seder night, if they were alone or otherwise. And so really kudos to you, like you are a hero,
But
just for
let's not go too crazy.
we're
I sat
all
on Microsoft
heroes.
Publisher for a few hours. Like,
We're all heroes. Bacole, you're a hero. Gabby, you're a hero. They're watching. They commented.
oh, hi guys.
Every everybody, someone else is watching um, right
Is it just
now.
like a shadow? Like it's not an actual picture?
You can
That's
see you can see how many people are viewing. So, but you can't really tell who is all the time.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Um, some somehow. I'm still trying to figure out Facebook Live, but going
Okay, I
back
see
to
it.
that, your what you're doing and what we do each day is because of the extraordinary circumstances that we're in a time period that we don't know what the future holds for us. Anything that we do, the smallest things, is can be considered heroic. Um, and so I found that to be um, something that I attached to um, just now, like as I was thinking
Mm,
about today and what I wanted to write about and what we're talking about. Um, but what else? What else? So that's being heroes. Every day we're being heroes, dealing with the situation that we're in, and even more so,
mm.
I just want to shout out to all the people who really are on the front lines,
Oh,
the
here, here.
healthcare workers and the food industry. You know,
Yeah,
we're human beings. We need to eat. There are people out there constantly dealing with that, and the police. You know, law and order is very important now as well. All of these different pieces and different things that everybody's doing is
hmm,
they're all heroes going
amen.
out there to do that, and thank you
Mm.
so much for being there. um,
There's sometimes
uh,
hours upon hours with no sleep and like literally risking their lives. I mean, if we're talking about being isolated from their families, some of them haven't been able to hug their kids for weeks. They're just there. They're just healing people and or maintenance they're cleaning up or their delivery and they're, getting food to people, especially vulnerable populations. I mean, if you
yeah,
start writing a list, it never ends. People
and
have
that,
really
that
stepped up.
it never ends, and that's why human beings today, right now, we are all heroes. There might be different levels of it, but I still think that's a beautiful thing to think about.
Yeah.
um,
And you know what? I dig that perspective because that's the sort of perspective that encourages people to step up. Because it's very easy to look at, someone who's doing something really, really big and feel like, what's the point if I do my own little thing? How can I add to that? They've got this. But the big efforts are more often than not the sum of a lot of little efforts. You know, I like that. I like it's a better perspective than like, oh no, they get to do the big things. But like, no, if there's something that you feel you can add, that you can support, that you can help, now's the time to step up. It's going to reach someone. It's going to help someone. It's going to make someone's day. It's going to uplift someone when you least expect it. You might not even know them. You really don't know who you can reach with this.
Yourself, you.
Yeah, even. It's true.
Yeah. So what else is keeping you busy is being creative. Where are you actually? Like what's your situation right now? You want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, sure. So, let me see. How long ago was it? Possibly even 5 weeks ago. So I was in my apartment and they were just starting to talk about how things were getting like very, very serious in Israel. They might consider the lockdowns. And I was texting with a friend of mine, shout out to Michal and Camilo and the kids. You guys are the best. And she reached out and she's like, "Would you like to come stay?" And I was like, if possible, that would be amazing. And I've been here now for 5 weeks, and it's been so, so nice not to be, completely isolated and to just have someone to turn to, someone to talk to, someone to human interaction during a time of isolation. It's just been such a gift and frankly very fun. So yeah, I have a lot to be grateful for. I really have a lot to be grateful for.
All right. So on that note, how about you share some good news? I mean, you've already said you have a lot to be grateful for. Is there one specific thing that maybe today that you can say was some good news for
Um,
you?
some good news. I've been able to work on my game script for the first time in a long time, which has been really nice. I'm building a computer game. It's an 8-bit computer game. It's a pet project of mine that's been going on for years now, since before I made Ali. I'd say somewhere in the realm of about 4 years now. So, and it's kind of on and off depending on other things that I'm working on. Um, and yeah, I've had time to sit down and work on that script again. Not consistently, mind you. I mean, this is still me, but thank God I'm slowly making my way through. It's been really nice. It's been great to have a chance. And also, I've just been sending everything that I write. I've been able to send off to Sarah. Not all heroes wear capes. Thank you, Sarah. And she's just been clacking away, editing all the pieces as soon as they're done. So it's been a really fun collaborative effort.
Sarah, if you're listening, you're welcome to join us on Jet Live sometime as well. I'm sure that you have plenty of creativity going on back home, Pittsburgh,
In
right?
America. Yep.
In America. Um,
America.
that the Jet Live is for anybody to come on. Please contact me. Talk about what you're doing to stay creative. And on that note, we're gonna end here. Stay home, stay creative, and stay safe.
Amen.
And we'll see you next
And
on
tune in
Jet
for the Hardy
Live.
Boys at 2 p.m. We're almost done with the last book that I own. So if anyone else has Hardy Boys, I need more Hardy Boys.
2 p.m. Tomorrow.
Yes, 2 p.m.
Okay, 2
every
p.m.
every day
tomorrow.
except for Shabbat
2 p.m.
at 2 p.m.
IDT.
Israel time. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Rivka. This was
Thank you.
so special. It's a pleasure to work with you when I get to and to speak with
You as
you.
well. It
So
was really great to collaborate with you again. So thank you. Thank you for having me involved in that project.
thank you. And see you next time on Jet Live. We have tomorrow, we're going to be sitting with R.A. Weisberg from Theater Zion, a new theater company in Jerusalem. And next week we have Natan Scott, and hopefully others will be joining us as well. All right. Lila Tov, everybody.
Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay sane.